Welcome to Lifestyle with NurseNg. Here we discuss about career and helpful information working and living here in the UK. So this video is about the latest NMC update that was published on the 18th of October 2022. I have made previous video regarding these updates, the Ielts, OET, consultation and the outcome, but this video is coming your way because Matthew McClelland gave more insight regarding this exam yesterday, okay, and that is why I am here to share it with you guys. All right, today I'll be throwing more light regarding clubbing. Which Ielts or OET exam can you actually combine? Okay, so following my previous video about employer reference, I had so many people that sent me their Ielts exam results asking me if they can combine it or not. Today's video will answer all those questions, okay? And was there actually a change in the overall Ielts or OET band score? I've seen some people saying that now you can use 6.5 as overall band score. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the change that was made, okay? So before I dive into showing you which result you can combine, let me just give a summary of the outcome. The NMC consultation outcome changes was made in two specific areas. The first one that there was a change is in the clubbing, and the second change they are trying to bring on from January 2023 is the employer reference, okay? So regarding clubbing, the NMC plan to extend the period you need to combine your results. Presently is 6 months, but from next year you'll be able to combine your results that are 12 months old. All right, this is to allow more flexibility for people to be able to pass their English exam. Then the second change they are making on clubbing is to standardize. Let me just use the word reduce. Is to reduce the score you need to combine your results by 0.5 less in Ielts and half a score in OET. These changes or reduction in the score does not apply if you are bringing one result. So if you want to register with the council and you want to use one Ielts or OET result at a sitting, you must score band 7 in listening, reading and speaking, and 6.5 in writing for the Ielts. Then for the OET, you must have B in listening, speaking and reading, and then C+ in writing. So for a single result, there was no changes whatsoever made to the requirements. But if you are to combine your results, that is where the changes come into play, and that is what we'll be discussing more in today's video, okay? And for the employer reference, unfortunately, if you are outside the UK, the NMC cannot accept reference from your company. And if you are already in the UK, you are expected to have worked for 1 year within the last 2 years. And there are other requirements your referee must meet to be able to give you such reference. I've made detailed video regarding this. Do well to watch it if you haven't, okay? So let me explain further the latest update for the Ielts and OET clubbing method, okay? So I've got a board here with me which I'll be using. So let me get my pen. Okay, if you're watching the video, I would assume you already know the requirements for one sitting, which I mentioned earlier in the video. So I will write that out here, okay? And we will use it to compare other results. I will give examples of maybe 2 or 3 results to explain any confusion you would have. After the video, if you have any other question, just ask in the comment section, okay? So we have for Ielts, okay? So this is listening. I will move away from the board when I'm done writing so that you can see it, okay? So this is listening, reading, speaking, and writing, all right? And Seems they are too close. That's for IELTS. Currently, you are expected to have 7, 7, 7, and 6.5 for these exams for a single sitting, if you are writing it just to present one result. And OET is very uncomfortable position, but I just want you all to see it. For OET, you have B, okay, B and C plus, and this is for a single sitting. This is the results you are expected to have for a single sitting. Single sitting means you are presenting one result to the NMC. You just want to sit your exam at once and present a single result to the NMC. You must still have this. No changes was made. Don't get yourself confused, okay? So the changes now we are looking at is combining two results. So let's assume you wrote this first time and you didn't get it right. You got 6.5 here. Okay, so that will be our standard for comparing all our results in this video. Okay, so let's assume you wrote for the first time you had 7, 7, 6.5 in speaking and 6.5 in writing. Okay, which means you failed by half a band in the speaking. And for the OET, let me assume you had C here for the OET. Okay, so what will be your case? You went into another exam and you had the second result that I'll be writing down here. So let me use IELTS again, IELTS OET. Okay, you wrote your second exam. Maybe if I write second exam here. Okay, this is the second exam here, and still maybe let me take this off. All right, so that we won't get confused. Listening again, reading, speaking and writing, and that is for, let's bring IELTS down here. IELTS, guys, I hope you can see the board, right? It's really an uncomfortable position, but I'll be happy if you get what I'm explaining correctly and it's helpful to you. Okay, so this is your second exam you've written because you failed in one domain in the first one you wrote. So for this second exam, OET, for the listening you had B. Okay, and you came to the reading, which is your difficult area, you still had C. And surprisingly, in speaking, you had an A. Coming to the writing, no changes, you still had C plus. Then for the IELTS, for the reading, you had 8. Reading, for the listening, you had 8. For the reading, you had 8. You improved so much in this domain. But speaking, which is your problem area in the first result, there was no improvement. Just like here, you still had 6.5. And then for the writing, you had 7.5. Okay, so can you combine this result here with this one? Unfortunately, no. The NMC is saying that although they have dropped by 0.5 less, but for you to combine, for you to be able to combine your results, you must have scored the required results somewhere, and I'll give you the example. Okay, so for this second example, let's do OET and IELTS against themselves so that it will be closer to avoid confusion. So you had 8, you improved so much, but the speaking, you are still in 6.5. No improvement was made. You haven't gotten the required score anywhere, so you cannot combine that result. Then you come to the OET, the same thing happened. You improve so much in every places apart from the reading. You can't still combine that result. Okay, so let me wipe it off, bring it closer and give you the second example that we'll be working with. All right, so let me wipe this off. Okay, so this is still our second exam, right? And okay, so we have this. For the second exam, I'll be writing with red so that it will be easy for us to follow along. Okay, so this is our second exam, Ielts here, second exam, right? So for the second exam now, you went in, you prepared so much, and for the reading, for the listening, you had 6.5. Okay, and for the reading, you had 6. For the speaking, you had 7, and for the writing, you had 6. Can you combine these results? No, you can't. Even if I change this one here and made it a 7, can you still combine these two IELTS results? No, you cannot. Why? Because already you can see here 6, 7. Although you got the requirements in the first time, but is more than 0.5 less the required results that the NMC is going to change next year. So which results actually can you combine? I'll do OET. Hold on, I'll do OET, but let's just do it one at a time so that we can follow it along and not get confused. Okay, so which results actually can you combine, guys? So you had this as your first exam. Remember, this is your first exam, and speaking was what spoiled that result for you, right? And you went in for the second one. Here you have 6.5. Is my pen not writing anymore? Okay, sorry guys, I'll have to use black since I left it open for a long time. Here you have 6.5. Reading, you have 6.5. Okay, and coming to the speaking, you had 7, and for writing, you had 6. Guys, can you combine these results? Yes, you can. Why? Because what NMC is telling us is that they would reduce the overall score you are, what NMC is saying that they will drop down by 0.5 less in all the domain, but you must have gotten the required results either way in the combination for you to be able to combine your results. Okay, so guys, your first result you had 7 in listening, and the second one you had 6.5 is 0.5 less, but yes, you can combine this and this because you've already gotten the requirements in your first IELTS. Then the second one you got 6.5 less still. You can still combine it because you've gotten the required results in the first one. Then for the speaking that has been your problem, you still had and then for the speaking that had been your problem, you went in and you scored 7. Yes, although you had 6.5 here, but you've met the required result here by, did you get that? 6.5 here, and you scored 0.5 less. You still met the required result here. Okay, so this is you can combine these two results, even though it's not looking so fantastic like the other ones that you were scoring 8 and all that, but you can still combine this. I take here is, if normally you get 6.5 in all your domain, if you can comfortably get 6.5 even without any preparation, and you are struggling in one of the domain, put more effort in that domain so that you can get the required result. Like here, if comfortably you can easily get 6.5 even without any preparation, and you're struggling in speaking, put effort in speaking. If you're spending like 30 minutes preparing, give speaking like 15 minutes and share the remaining 15 minutes to all other domains. Don't give up on them, because if you stop practicing, you lose your skill. IELTS is all about practicing. So I wouldn't say you should give up on them and don't practice. No, you practice them, but give more attention to the one you're struggling with, okay? So that if you had like this result and you go in the second one and have this, you come out, you can combine it. No point putting all your efforts in the ones you're really good in, and maybe you go in and you're getting 8 you're getting 8 here, you're getting 8 here, and then you're still getting 6.5 and maybe 7 here in your problem area, because this third result, you can't combine it. You can't use this third result to combine with this one, even though it's looking so fantastic. Yeah, but you can't use it to combine. Okay, so be very strategic in your preparation. Know what you are doing. Don't give up on your preparation. IELTS is practice, practice, practice. I can't overemphasize the practicing aspect, but know what you need more energy. Don't worry, I'm making a detailed video about how I scaled up my IELTS, okay? All right, guys, so let's get to OET now. Wipe that up so that there won't be so much to get us confused, okay? So, guys, before we get to the OET, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, all right? And I assure you that you will not regret it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys, so that it will reach and help more people, all right? So let's get to the OET now. OET results. We have listening, reading, speaking, and writing, okay? So you have B, and B, and you had C. Okay, so you had B in listening, B reading, B speaking, and unfortunately for your writing you had C, which is what has stopped you from using it as a single result. Okay, and then you went in the second one, you had C, C, C plus B. You already know this one, you can't use it. Okay, then you went in the third one, you had C plus, C plus, C, and B. Guys, you already know you can't use this one. Okay, so let's go. Fourth one, no, let me wipe this off. Okay, fourth one, I'm not wishing anybody this. That is a very difficult place to find yourself, but even if it happens, guys, don't miss my next video. Honestly, even if it happens, I am telling you now that you can still get that result as long as you don't give up. Giving up, then you've given up on your dream. So the fourth one, you had C plus, C plus, C plus, yeah, and C plus. This result is not looking that fantastic, right? But guys, you can combine these results. Why? Because the very first one you've written, you've already gotten the required score in listening, reading, and speaking. And now you are failing by 0.5, sorry, and now you are failing by half a band less. C plus in this, you met the criteria here. And this one that has been your problem area, you got it right. You got the required results they want. You can combine it. Okay, summary, NMC did not make any changes at all to those looking to present only one result. The changes was only made to those combining their results, and the changes include from 6 months duration, they have extended it to 12 months. Okay, the second changes is the clubbing. The principle there for clubbing is you must have gotten the required score in any of the results you want to combine. As you have seen from my example, if speaking or maybe listening or reading, whatever domain that is your problem, if you have been scoring 6.5 in it, for you to be able to combine it, you must have scored 7 in anywhere to be able to combine the results. Okay, and you have 12 months to do this. Then for the employer reference, you must be in the UK, you must have worked for 1 year within the last 2 years, your employer must be NMC registrant, and all other requirements. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope I've been able to throw more light on the exams you can combine and what you cannot combine. If you have any more questions, don't forget to leave it in the comment. And guys, please subscribe to my channel, like this video as well, so that it will reach more people. Like I said in my previous video, I understand the pain. I have been there, so I can relate with what anyone is going through. Okay, but one thing is, I've always said to all my friends that are looking to join the NMC and English requirements is their problem. One thing I have said, don't give up. How would you know you will get the results if you give up? Once you give up, that means you've given up on your dream. Everything is finished. Don't give up. If you need to take a break, take a break for a few months or few weeks and go back to your preparation, and fingers crossed one day you will also be celebrating and tell other people your story. Okay, thank you so much. See you in my next video, guys.